What's up, y'all? It's your boy Nico Bean. I'm out here chilling, enjoying this nice weather. I got a lot on my mind. I'm just gonna get off, give y'all a little snippet. But so Henry Cavill is no longer playing Superman. That's a bummer because I was really looking forward to seeing him play Superman for the next 5-10 years. Apparently, I just had a conversation with one person, and they said that the reason why James Gunn is reworking the DC is not called the DCU is because they're trying to get on par with Marvel. At this point, you cannot do that because Marvel is more than 20 years ahead of you in the game. And if you were to do what the same thing that Marvel is doing, you have to start from scratch. And the point that one of the guys that helped me do my classes, register for my classes, he said that they would have to get young actors to play the superheroes in DC, which is Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. And my thought about that is, while that may be true, 2013 was a pretty good way to start off with creating a conglomerate that made money through stories, which is what the DC Extended Universe was doing. But at what point do you stop and say? Because my mind is like this: you had two things with DC. You had the DCEU and you had the DC TV universe, which is the Arrowverse. Now that the Arrowverse is literally about to be extinct, with the Flash being gone and only surviving lingering shows like Stargirl. I don't even think Stargirl is coming back for season 3 and other ones because I just stopped watching after they decided to end Arrow because that was my show. You decide to stop all that and restructure everything. It's almost like with Marvel. Nate Moore decides to come out and say we don't hire people that actually read the source material. We just hire random ass directors that do what the hell they want to do. That in and of itself is like, it's wild to me. It really is. And for you guys to sit here and say that we're going to start from scratch and not continue the universe that we've already started, we've already created, and have the main person that was literally making the most bucks for us, which is Zack Snyder, and it's just a thing where the common sense is not really clicking. You can't just freaking start from scratch at this point, because if you do, you're gonna have a whole bunch of issues, and then you're gonna be like, okay, so what universe is this set in? What time frame is this set in? You're gonna say that, and this is one thing that I'm thinking, they're gonna say, oh, the Justice League was set in the future. We're gonna do right now, this whole universe is, we're gonna go back in time and see how they were as young heroes. Why? So that means we're gonna have another origin story with every single character. That's stupid. How many times do we have to do an origin story for a superhero that we already know the origin story to? Now, granted, we have not seen the origin story for Green Lantern, Hawkman, the Flash, and all these other heroes, but you got those origin stories right in the freaking TV shows. With the excluding the Green Lanterns, your Martian Manhunters, all those other people. But majority of the people that have been following the movies, or just for those that actually read the comic books, they know the origin stories of these characters already. So why would you start from scratch and say, oh, we're going to have a younger Justice League or a younger Batman, younger Superman? Why? Why would you do that? That's dumb. Continue what you already have laid out. You could make a Justice League 3. You can make all these other movies. And I'm pretty sure, and this is what I'm thinking. You guys have literally said you're going to make a Green Lantern show or a series on HBO Max about John Stewart, because you pay attention with what the hell they're doing, what Marvel's doing, how they're fucking up with Black Panther. So you took notes from that. And you said, let's go ahead and make John Stewart the main Green Lantern, and how Jordan be in the background, whatever the hell you guys gonna do with that. That's a good thing to do. Don't mess it up by saying, okay, now we got James Gunn and this guy, we're gonna let them take over everything, but we're not gonna continue what we already had laid out. I understand that you guys are doing what you guys are doing when it comes to trying to straighten everything out, but when they come in, don't give them too much leeway, because if they do that, you're gonna mess up anything that you know was gonna make you money. And yes, these people have experience. From my point of view, personally, and I can't speak for anybody else but myself, excuse me, when you have Marvel people, Marvel previous directors that were at Marvel come over to DC, and I'm not trying to say it's for everyone, but James Gunn already did Suicide Squad. He did Suicide Squad, and that was messed up. And I didn't even watch that movie, and I knew it was messed up. You got that. And now you have him continue everything with DC. His last Marvel movie is about to be Guardians of the Galaxy. We're going to see how that does, but I'm pretty sure that's going to do well. But I don't know. It's just, you can't just freaking put everything that you had to the side. And then on top of that, you put Henry Cavill out as Superman. You bring him back in Black Adam for one freaking cameo. This dude was making more money with The Witcher at Netflix, and he left because he wanted to play Superman. So you bring him back, you have him announce that he's coming back to DC before he's even playing in the Black Adam movie, and then you say, "Oh yeah, I'm out of Superman." Can't really do that. No, we can't do that. We're gonna do the same thing we did with Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. We're gonna fan cast whatever his name is. That's oh shit, I forgot to do his name, and play Mr. Fantastic. He made that one cameo in a movie, and then we're just gonna sideline him. Why? I do not understand that logic. Like, I understand if you have been in show business for years on end, but at what point does common sense kick in? Like, literally. You guys are making multi-billion dollars worth of movies. Your budgets are supposed to be out there for the world to see, and you're making it to where you're not making the right decisions logically and creative-wise. Yes, you have a whole new universe that you're going to put down. And Zaslav in and of itself, I guess he's just at a point where he's just trying to make it to where DC is a competition for Marvel. Because Marvel, even though this past phase has been shit, even with Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and it's just like, we're on one spectrum, we have a whole phase of movies that we thought was going to be good, and it turned out to be shit. And then now with DC, it's like, oh, well, shit. Well, I guess we gotta do the same thing. Like where is this logic coming in? I don't understand it. But that's my time, y'all. I'll be coming at y'all with another one of them other ones. And be good and be good to each other.